whisper. Check, 1, 2, captain's on deck. The sun is rising, stretching. Bienvenue à bord. Ibrady's in the headset, loading the fuel, keeping the flow systematic. We don't count the rivets, we just share the sky. The stream is warming up, watch the numbers climb high. From the glass cockpit bus to the heavy metal. No favorites here, just the way the wings settle. C'est une affaire de cœur, this digital dance we do. My friends, we're learning the air, me and you. Climb high, feel the glide, even when the load is tight. The chat is filling up, shining bright. Master caution chime, master caution chime. Wait, speed is holding, V1, sudden kick, engine failure, now the real work's begun. Master caution ringing, pulling focus to the screen. Stay alert, keep the wings steady, keep it clean. Hands on the yoke, feel the sudden yaw in the flight. We find the silence side the boom, fighting the light. Breathe through the hum, hold the climb, don't let her drop. It's just simulation, keep the flow, don't ever stop. All clear, we're on the path. The needles is centered. Look at that sync rate, 0 like silk, we just entered. The beauty is in the landing, and that butter feels so clean. The butter feels so clean. The butter feels so clean. A butter landing for everyone on the screen. Touchdown safe, the tension dissolves in the light. My friends, the journey's just beginning. The pre-flight is over, no more spinning. Oh, now the stream is live. Let's fly together, Captain Ibrady is here. On se voit sur le tarmac. Now the stream is live. Let's fly together, Captain Ibrady is here. On se voit sur le tarmac.
Hello, dear friends and followers. How are you? Hopefully you had a great weekend. And welcome to this stream. We're gonna wrap up the weekend in full relaxation mode with a cargo flight from Salt Lake City, Utah into Ontario, California. So that's what we're gonna do today, and we are inviting you on board. Sit back and relax and enjoy this flight, which is gonna be in VR today. So currently we are in 2D, but it's gonna be in VR, and it's gonna be giving a second chance to this Inibuild A300 rather. So that's what we're going to be checking out today, guys. So here we go. So far we are in 2D, and we are at the UPS cargo ramp. And you'll see this wonderful A300-600 Freighter of ours. There it is, guys. So really, without further ado, we are just gonna go straight up in the cockpit in VR. There it is. There it is. Voila. So here it is. We're gonna check it out. At first, let me make sure that this is all right, good. So that is good. All right. So here we are, guys. VR Mania, VR. Looking good so far. Yep. Cool. It is looking good right now. Except I don't know how. We could have a problem because my chat is not coming on. All right, guys. Right now, I cannot see the chat. Not sure why. Cannot see the chat. That is odd. When I thought I had everything figured out. All right. So you might, it's going to be actually very difficult because if I can't get these screens to scroll by, that means I cannot even see neither the chat nor VATSIM. All right, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out one way or another. All right, so here we are, making sure that the engine or fuel switches are on off, cut off position. Landing gear is down, and windshield wipers are off. Spoilers and flaps are off. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go get the batteries to on. So one thing I noticed in this aircraft, cold and dark doesn't really get all the buttons cold and dark. So we'll quickly power it up, and immediately we'll come up, get the IRSs on nav. There you go. We'll get oxygen on, and annunciator light is good. All right, we have armed the emergency lights, and main deck cargo smoke detector to on. Cargo compartment smoke detector to on. Just open the door for now. All right, then we'll do a couple of loop tests. All right, so there we go. Mid compartment loop A fault. There you go. Cargo fire test. All good. All right, second loop test. Forward compartment, and there we go. Now the APU test. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. We got the indication, and we also got it on the ECAM. Loop test. And we have it, engine 1 fire. And finally, engine 2 loop test. There you go. And we have indication as well. All right, there you go. How come? How come? All right, I've got it now. I've got the chat. Welcome. There you go. Welcome everybody. Welcome. All right, so that was the loop test. We are good and aligning the IRSs. So as you can see here, we will come in and I can somewhat move it a little bit or I can just point. I'll just point, that way I'm not messing up anything. So here we go, we've got Pratt & Whitney 4158, and we will go to FMS on both sides, and we're gonna clear the align RS. Nav accuracy downgraded, we will acknowledge that, and Iraq is active from July 9th until August 6th, so we'll go to init, and we'll go ahead and use our ACARS, upload a company route or request a company route, and then it tells us company route uplink is done. All right, then let's go ahead and align the IRSs. Our alternate is LAX. LAX for our alternate. We put it and return. So here we go. We will be at flight level 340, flight ID UPS 841. And we can go to next page. All right. But that's all good. We can set the wind data, which is pending. Then we can insert. All right, let's go ahead and set up the radio panel. All right, we'll set up the radio panel and the mic, COM1 and COM2. We'll put maximum volume. All right, ACARS data inserted, and we can clear. We haven't received any ACARS or anything, as in like PDC. Not sure if these guys are PDC. It would be nice if I could check if they are actually giving CPDLC. I can check that. Let me check that. Actually, I can check it from here. All right, if I check CPDLC, ATC, we've got Salt Lake City approach and Salt Lake ATIS. All right, I'll just go back to my main screen. It's kind of hard to look at multiple screens. So we got 124.75. So we'll come in here and we'll tune. All right, 124.75.
DMV runway 35. Departing runway 34 left.
And 135,500.
VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with direction of flight and expect assignment of the published VFR transition. Bird activity. Hazardous weather for LC area. Notices to air mission base decks in use. Operate transponders with altitude reporting mode and ANSI if equipped enabled on all airport surfaces. Non-jet VFR arrivals and departures. Expect assignment of the published VFR transition. IFR departures. Expect a pre-departure clearance via private message. Greet and call runway assignments and hold short instruction. Quet 6 arrival. Cross VPA at 15000 at 250. Reason ATC routing restriction. Bird activity. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo. Salt Lake City International Airport ATIS information echo. 0054 Zulu. West 330 at Niner. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 10,000. 20,000 standard. 25,000 standard. Temperature 37. 2.11. Altimeter 29904.
29904.
DME approaches in use. Landing missiles runway 34 left. Missiles runway 34 right. And missile at DME runway 35. Departing runways 34 left. 34 and 35. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with direction of flight and expect assignment of a published VFR transition. Bird activity. Hazardous weather for SLC. Notices to air mission base decks in use. Operate transponders with altitude reporting mode and ANSP if equipped enabled on all airport surfaces. Non-jet VFR arrivals and departures. Expect assignment of a published VFR transition. IFR departures. Expect a pre-departure clearance via private message. Read and call runway assignments and
I'm
hold
looking
short
for
instructions.
the information.
Web 6 arrival. Cross need at 15000 at 250. Reason ATC routing restriction. Bird activity. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo.
Echo.
Salt Lake City International Airport ATIS information echo. 0054 Zulu. West 330 at Niner. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 10,000. 20,000 standard. 25,000 standard. Temperature 37. 2.11. Altimeter 29904. Visual orals.DME approaches in
Oh,
use.
we got that.
Landing missiles runway 34 left. Missile.
However, they're telling me 34 left is gonna be the departure. So anyway, let's go ahead and get our auto thrust to on, signs to on. Nav, I forgot about that. There you go. So fuel pumps. Let's go ahead and call up the ground. So we'll go to ground ops, ground services, loader, and we will load up there you go. So we're gonna load up. I think so. I think they're gonna come up with some loads. If not, that's not a big deal. All right, we can come in, go to load sheet, and we're gonna load up. We have a 253 and 31.7. So we'll get our payload going. So ZFWCG is 25.9 or 26. All right, so our block fuel is 31.7. Our route of flight is very, very simple. And then our ZFW, zero fuel weight, 253.3. And 25.9 for the CG. All right, there you have it. Looking at this, taxi fuel 900 pounds, trip fuel for 55 minutes of flight 9.3. Our what we have for our route reserve 5%, alternate 1.6 to LAX, and final reserve 30 minutes 4.9. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and call up FedEx just landed. The competition just landed, guys. All right, so we'll go ahead and call up this guy, even though I cannot hear him. Salt Lake City approach, FedEx 841 heavy on the ground at Salt Lake. Information Echo, request IFR clearance to Ontario.
UPS 841 heavy, Salt Lake City approach, good evening. Thanks for Echo. Have your clearance available with an amendment advise ready.
We're ready to copy 841 heavy.
UPS 841 heavy, you're cleared to the Ontario International Airport, Arches 1 departure, Milford transition. It's Mike Lima Foxtrot, direct Bravo Lima Delta, Venice filed. Maintain 9,000, 240 knots until advised. Expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after. Departure with me, squawk 7650.
Right, 841 heavy is cleared to Ontario, Arch 1 departure, Milford transition, 9,000, squawk 7656, 841 heavy.
UPS 841 heavy, readback is correct. Advise ready for taxi.
We'll advise ready for taxi, 841. 7656. We've got that. So we've got, I believe they said 3-4 left. So we'll take 3-4 left. So here we'll go to flight plan, Salt Lake, SID, Arch 1. Right, 3-4 left, Arch 1. Milford transition, and we're gonna insert Ontario. We're expecting 26 left. Do not see, I believe we have the Jackie 2. Let's verify that. Oh, we got 9,000 initially. Yep, Jackie 2. And Nati transition. All right. So here we are. We are aligned on the IRSAs, and as you can see, the FCU is off. We have to go and get the pitch trims to on. Now here we go. All right, auto thrust is on, and we needed 9,000 as well. There you go. So 9,000. So here we'll come up, and we will check for Salt Lake City. And we have a departure. Arch 1. So for the Arch 1, Up altitude is 23, but he gave us 9,000. We'll climb left on a heading between 320 to counterclockwise 260 as assigned by the ATC, then radar vectors to cross KONT at above 10,000. So we'll put constraint and scan 15 according to the box. So we are good. Expect file altitude 10 minutes after departure. So that's all good, and departure is with him on 35.5 for the approach. All right, so that is all good. All right, wonderful. All right, so we'll set the profile here today. All right, setting profile, and we've got the profile climb is blue, and here if I can go and test our unshaded light. Oh, forgot it doesn't really work in VR. Oh well. All right, usually it would just say wind shear, wind shear. All right, no worries, we've got that. So let's go ahead and check if we have an emergency and we have to come back. We are gonna come back over here and land on 35 left. So we'll do Salt Lake City. Even though I don't have failures activated, I had figured why I was having so many failures. All right, so secondary flight plan will basically go SLC. Our star is gonna be 34 left, and we will insert. All right, if we have an emergency, okay? So there you go. All right. And I believe we do have a 34 right. Actually, we can ask for 34 right if we have an emergency. Why don't we do that? We'll just ask for 34 right in case of an emergency. Because we already have the ILS frequency. All right, let's go ahead and check. Our status is normal. All right. Huh. Hydraulic quantity is good. AC, we are on the external power. DC, all the batteries have good voltage. Bleeds, no need for now. Air conditioning, boxes are good. Cabin pressure is good. Fuel, we've got 31.7. Now let's get the pumps to on. Let's get the APU going. APU master. APU start. All right. So APU is starting. Let's go ahead and do our performance. Actually, I can send this to performance. I think I had what, 2994 is close enough. So we'll compute, even though this is 34 right. So 151 and flex 53. All right, 53. All right, let's go take a look at the taxi route. Okay. Maybe he's gonna get us via Golf Foxtrot Bravo. All right, 151, flight 53, so we are good, and we can send the data to the FMS. All right, 148, 149, 151. 148, 149, and we'll get our 151 set up. That's the particularity of that. All right, so we'll go ahead and close up. All right, ground power disconnected. We got the APU bleed. External power removed, chocks removed. Got the parking brake. All right, and then we're gonna check the exits, and it should be all. Upper cargo is not yet closed, so we'll wait for that to be closed. We'll check it right there. Do our checklist. Nice. The sound is great. Ooh, that's loud. All right, just waiting for the cargo to close up. There it is. It's closed. Now, all is good. Checklist. Before start checklist, cockpit prep completed. Signs, they are on. And navigation is checked, and we've briefed it. And landing elevation, we are at 4,120, 4,200 set. Altimeters 1014 set. Brake and anti-skid normal and on. And windows closed, closed. Beacon on. Parking brake set. Check is completed.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
It's like it's a quiet night today. On VATSIM, that is. All right, so let's get our transponder to on. So the start sequence today is gonna be 2 and then 1. And we've already briefed the taxi route. It's pretty standard via Golf, either Foxtrot or Bravo. That's what we're expecting for 3-4 left. And V speeds are set, and they are 148, 149, 151. In case of emergency, if we encounter any issues below 100, we're gonna reject, and above 100, I'll either call go or stop. If I call stop, I'll apply maximum braking, cross reversers, and you Observe for deceleration. Why isn't he pushing back? Okay. Why isn't he pushing back? Why are the chocks still on? That's odd. I thought I had the chocks to up. Why do I have chocks? Is it from simple ground services? Okay, there's no chocks. That is the oddest thing. You see, that's what happens with this aircraft. Huh, now it's telling me I have external power. That is odd. This external power is gone. Did we lose the chocks? Go outside and see. Yeah, I still have the chocks. Why? Without the chocks, he won't push back. Huh. All right, let's try something. Chocks enable is 0. Chocks available should be 0. All right, let's see about chocks enabled. Different chocks. So where are those other chocks coming from? What ground service is giving me chocks? Yeah, these are not. Yeah, A300 chocks are not enabled. Wow. Hopefully this will fix it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That hurts. That hurts. Can't you pick up the chocks? In VR, you would think that I can pick them up. But this is weird. It's a combination of X-plane chocks and whatchamacallit chocks. The other guy. I don't even know where he's turning me, to be honest with you. Like, yeah. Oh boy. Hopefully he starts the pushback the right way. Maybe he's pushing back correctly now. Okay. Alright, so here we are. Sorry for that little thing. Alright, so we'll start number 2. And we have N2. Yeah, that was weird. I'm gonna reset our chrono. We're at 17%. And fuel. We got EGT and 1 rising. This is an EPR engine. Hey, this has great sounds, guys. Great sounds. Alright, Gen 2 is on the bus. Let's start number 1.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, brake set. Show me the pin on the left hand side.
Tow. Stand by.
Starting number 1. cool.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
All right. Gen 1 is on the bus. And then we're waiting for the hand signal. All right, there you go. And after start checklist, our pitch trim should be 0.8. There you go. Down. Rotor trim is free and 0. And we can go ahead and get this to continuous relight and get the probe heats to on. Everything is good. No white lights. Pitch trim set. Rotor trim 0. Spoilers, arms, flaps and flaps. We got 15, 15 and 15, 15. And ECAM status should be normal. Check normal. All right, and anti-ice off, hand signal received, checklist completed. Now flight controls check. Pull left, pull right, neutral, pull down, pull up, neutral, rudder, pull left, pull right, neutral, flight controls check completed. All right, so here we go. Runway turn off lights. And Salt Lake approach UPS 841 request taxi.
UPS 841 Heavy, squawk 7654.
Roger, squawking 7654, 841 Heavy.
Yes, 841 Heavy, thank you, runway 34 right, taxi via spot 97, Victor, Hotel.
34 right, spot 97, Victor Hotel, 841 Heavy. Okay. He gave us 34 right, clear. The same performance settings. All right, we're just gonna quickly set up. Here is spot 97. Bye-bye Southwest.
Can start planner, aircraft not stationary.
Oh, I didn't mean to anyway. Alright, spot 97, Victor and Hotel. So there's Golf. We're clear. So Hotel is the inner. So we already briefed the emergency procedures. As I was saying, anything between 100 and B1, if I call stop, we already briefed what I'll do. If we go, we'll go, and then we will determine course of action in the air. if we attain V1, we are gonna take off. No action until 400 feet. And you will acknowledge the alarms, warnings, with crew resource management in mind. You'll notify ATC of our intention to come back and land on 34 right, which is already programmed in the box. So terrain on my side. And as you can see, there is a lot of terrain over here. Alright, before takeoff, checklist, flight controls, check, briefing, confirmed, flaps and slats 15, and performance and FMS is set and briefed. Takeoff config, checked, normal. Transponder 7654 TARA set. Below the line, cabin secured, TCAS on. Ignition is continuous relight.
Stop rudder input. Stop rudder input.
So the few flights that I did before, apparently the taxi steering or rudder steering that I had problems with, I had something injecting failures at the time, and that's why I had a hard time taxiing. I have since disabled that Lua script, and we should be having a more than normal takeoff roll. Johnny plays cello. Anyway, I wish we could have picked up the shocks in VR. Would have been really cool and immersive. I do not think that has been simulated yet like that anyway. But that would be a next level simulation of some sort. All right, well, we got boxes in the back, no flight attendants, no passengers. So we are profile, and really, do we have nav? Not really.
Left heading 260, the wind is 2908, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
On departure, heading 260, 34 right, clear takeoff, UPS 841 heavy. All right.
Approaching 34 right.
Oh, that's because I wasn't watching. I'm only single person. On departure 260.
On runway 34 right.
Right, 34 right is good. You guys happy with 34 right? We got the heading. All right. chrono. Trust SRS runway. I spoke too soon with this rudder and anyway. Knots, 1.6. Yep. V1 and rotate. All right, positive rate of climb. Hero. The gear lights are all out.
VS841 Heavy, radar contact, say altitude passing.
Passing 5,400 UPS 841.
UPS 841 Heavy, climb maintain flight level 230.
I will maintain flight level 230 UPS 841 Heavy.
UPS 841 Heavy, proceed direct scan, resume normal speed.
Proceeding direct scan and resuming normal speed, UPS 841 Heavy. Alright, we need help. Alright, direct scan. Oops. Then we'll do nav, and we are normal speed, and checklist. We've got after takeoff flaps, slats and flaps retracted, landing gear is up and neutral, packs are on, altimeter we can set it to standard, having been cleared to flight level 230. Checklist completed. Right, we can get rid of the runway turn off lights. And we still got terrain. Continuous relight is on, cabin altitude 3,640. So we're good on the cabin altitude. Oh wow, look at the mountains. And today I am trying Google Map Enhancement Pro as well. 10,000. Just get the strobe fully on. So here at the arch, you need to be above 13,000. It is not bad, guys and ladies. It is not a bad aircraft. right, so weather is good. We can get ignition to off. And we're seeing that we are on climb power. 1.6 as the target. We're 1.634. And look how realistic. 1.627 between the two engines. All right, so this is a departure. I don't know if we have anybody else. I'm gonna queue in Unicom as a backup. All right, I think we're clear of the terrain now. Can shut her off. And right now we are climbing to 13,000. It is so much nicer.
41 Heavy, solid centers offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change to advisories approved. Good day.
Over to advisory. Have a good night, UPS 841. All right, Salt Lake is offline. We are on advisory. All right, I can dig that. Fuel 596,606. So looking at it, we don't have any fuel in the trim or center. Currently the trim tank will control the CG to give us a better fuel burn. Yeah, so Salt Lake is not on. So Milford is our exit on this trailer. We need to be above flight level 190 at trailer. And we are already at flight level, almost at flight level 180. So we will go up to 340. There you go. And we are on profile climb. So currently, it doesn't look like we have anybody around us for center. That's good. All right, so fuel was good. AC power, gens are good. Hydraulic quantity and hydraulic pressure is good. Engine is, engines are good. For the bleeds, they're all good as well. And the air conditioning is good. Right, we are at the trailer for now. Let's go check how we're doing on time and fuel. So trailer looks like 10 minutes of flight. Currently, we don't actually have it because we didn't have a departure. In about 31 minutes of flight, normally will be with LA Center if they come online. I doubt LA Center will be on. It's a little late. Right, so we have done the checklist on that side. All of a sudden, this is acting up for the checklist. Oh well. So top of climb, we are looking for 13 minutes will be a top of climb. Oh wow. And if we press this, that should get our heading synced. Cool. Yeah, I like just looking in VR for some little nuggets. Should we go back in the cargo area? Your controls. I guess I could make some viewpoints to go to the cargo area. So we don't have to, you know, like we could go here, jump seat 1, jump seat 2. But I've got to make those with there's a plugin that does that. All right, let's go to the back. And the problem is I cannot move unless I make that. So let's get the stuff and we'll try to make it. But it's not going to be available until the next flight, because you got to reload the application, I believe. Let's not mess with it, because that application sometime has made X-plane crash. So once we get it past Milford, we'll remove that discontinuity. Yep. Oh wow. This is beautiful. All right, I'm gonna see. I said I wouldn't do it, but I'm gonna try. Hopefully we're not gonna advanced menu, plugin. How is it called, or what is it called? It's not Move VR. I got so many plugins that it's not even funny. VR Tools is what it's called. And then it's called Hotspots. Okay, as long as I don't have reload model if hotspot modified, I'm good. Where did it go? It just said valid VR configuration. Oh, there it is. Okay, now this is a pilot view. I'm gonna try to center me. All right, looks like I am centered. What do y'all think? Am I centered? Not like that. I think I'm centered like this. So we'll do pilot view, relog, and update it. I'll just do update. And commit. So that was a pilot. Okay, so there's a hotspot for the pilot. Then I'll do the same thing for the co-pilot. But this won't really be active until the next time the aircraft reloads. So we'll just make these views. Oh boy, why do I have two pilot views? I'm just making views while we are in boring cruise. All right. That's about a good view for co-pilot. What do y'all think? I feel like I am good on the co-pilot side. Y'all agree? All right, so we'll call this All right, co-pilot view. Enter. Create. All right, the co-pilot view is in. Whoops. All right, so that was the co-pilot view. Now we are gonna go to this seat. Except I need my whoops. So this is a seat for jump seat 1. Even though the seat is not yet the seat is not what do you call it? The seat is not down. But what do you think? I think it's good. Yep. All right, jump seat 1. Create. And commit. I'm having the hang of this, guys. All right. So here we can see all of our, we can see the overhead. Nice. I could come in here. Ooh, nice. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Plug in VR tools. Hotspot editor. And we're gonna go to that jump seat, which is close to the door. Yep, we're going to the corner jump seat, guys. We're gonna get the various viewpoints. All right. We're not there yet. Almost though. So this is the jump seat number 2. Yep, I think we're there. Good. So this is the jump seat number 2. And if we look, we're away from the door. Yeah, that's nice. All right, here we go. Jump seat number 2 created. And this person has some very nice view. Now we go to the cabin. I believe we have over there it's much faster when you use 2 headsets or 2. This is not called a headset, but you got it. Oh, what is this? Oh, crew rest. Okay. Crew rest. Oh boy. Oh wow, that's the crew rest. I don't think there will not be anything in the crew rest. I mean, I can kind of see it's just maybe there's a bed. Yes, there should be a bed. Now I'm curious. Let's go in the crew rest. Let's go in the crew rest. Okay. At least we satisfied our curiosity. Alright, so what I'll do, instead of using this, well, I guess I'll use it one last time and then I'll try to use shift and arrows. And then this aircraft has so many potential like seats for people who have to travel with cargo. All right, so what I'll do, I'm gonna relog this and just say, is this the galley? Oh, where's the galley? There should be a place to warm up meals. I don't think it's simulated, but you've gotta have a galley here. You gotta have a galley. So we're gonna stand up into the galley instead of sitting. I don't think I've gotten the other ones created properly. Now that I think about it, I did not relog. Okay. What can I do for the cargo? Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Okay. I guess we're gonna log one right here. As if we are basically watching cargo. All right, cargo hold. All right, so cargo hold is created. Can we operate that? Probably not. All right. Let's sync the heading. And we are approaching Boulder City after 47 minutes of flight and 19. Except we are at 104 nautical miles. Cool. All right, so looking at our arrival, let's go ahead and start briefing our arrival. So no longer need Salt Lake City, and we also have to delete it from our secondary flight plan. All right, so our arrival is going to be Jackie 2 Natty transition. We do have quite a bit of what do you call these restrictions, starting at Pier 280 above flight level 240. Pier 280 arrow above 240, and then Larson 210 to 220. 220. Jan Boy below 210. Jackie between 17 and 19. We got 19. And then Gibney 16,000. Okay. gray between 12 and 14. We got 14. Pinot 11 and 13. We got 13. And then looks like Grumble is where we're going to start being vectored when we land 2 6s. Expect RNAV RNP Zulu 26 left approach or radar vectors to final approach course. Okay. 10,000 at 240. 10,000 at 240. And as you can see, we are being vectored. So we'll just do our own self vectors. Yeah. Very nice. All right, so this is gonna be getting dark. Yep, we've got intelligent lighting on. There you go. Intelligent lighting is on. All right, so all of that is good. If we're going to 26 left today, looks like our ILS approach we'll have 111.35 at 258. 111.35. That one is slow, so that, I don't know, the mouse is really better. Huh. How did we go to 126? If somebody knows how to just okay. I got it now. I got the hang of it now. I got it. There you go. 111.35 and 258 for the ILS. All right, it's gonna be ITT2. And for our takeoff and approach, looks like we'll be landing with a weight of 261.5. $926 is our landing altitude. There you go, 900 feet. Set. And our MDA is 1126. All right, MDA is set to 1126. And our weight will be 261.5. Let's verify that. And the mode, estimated fuel upon arrival 17.9. Let's call it 18. So we will lose 2.6 tons. If we lose 2.6 tons, that is 272.9. Actually, no. 0.3, 272.3, but this wants us to have a 261 weight. That's not correct. I don't know if the fuel prediction is okay or not, but that weight is not correct, the landing weight. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be an ILS approach. We're too lazy to take R now, so it's going to be ILS approach. Minimum sector altitude from the Papa Delta Zulu VOR. Let's just call it 11.3. For us, it'll be around 9,000 feet on the sector altitude. And then it's saying that the procedure is not authorized for arrival on PDZ VOR radial 12. Mandatory 7,000. So there's gonna be a terrain, okay, to the what do you call it, south of the approach. There's gonna be terrain there, like 3,284. The visibility is really good. And in case of misapproach, we'll climb to 2800 and left turn to 54, direct the PDZ VOR to hold, continuing to climb to hold at 5400. All right. So that is good. Let's go take a look at progress. So progress is telling us that time to destination the destination is going to be 200. So destination forecast. All right, let's go ahead and get Ontario weather. Ontario weather, 240 at 11, gusting 18, altimeter 2986. Right, 240 at 11. All right, so then if we come here, all right, 240 at 12, that's enough. Temperature is 32. And we have 2986. What did I say for that? Call it about 271 on the landing weight. And we'll do auto brake low and idle. See what that gives us. Takeoff runway available 3,100 meters. so we'll have a good stop margin. Yep, we got enough of a stop margin. All right, so that's good there. And I mean, we got a good stop margin, so we'll probably just ease on out of Foxtrot. I don't think we can make Sierra 8. We'll go out of Foxtrot and then we'll go all the way taxiing to the UPS terminal via Sierra, Sierra 5, and Yankee. All right. So it looks like we're going to be descending to 10,000. All right, 10,000 is set. We have profile descent. I did not hear anybody on the frequency. All right, speaking of frequency, tower is going to be 120.6 for our CTAF. And here we'll tilt down. We got Ontario 8 is 124.25. All right. So we've tuned Ontario 80s. Looks like we're gonna be getting SoCal. Or LAX, one of those two. They may have gone offline just now. We got traffic. Next to us and below us. Oh, I see their trail. All right, so we're gonna be that is Natty. Right there is Natty. And Natty 51 minutes 18.3. We are at 50 minutes so far with 3 nautical miles to go and 20.3. I did not even disarm the speed brakes. Right. All right, there's Natty. 51 minutes and 19.8. And we should be going to thrust idle. Well, we are on profile descent, so it should just follow the speeds and altitudes from the FMS. Here we go. You gotta watch it. Should retard. Because we are profile blue. There you go. Retard, profile descent, and nav. Ontario traffic, UPS 841 heavy leaving flight level 340 on the check to arrival, expecting an ILS approach into 26 left. Ontario traffic. Right, let's do recall. Status is normal. And cabin altitude is decreasing. Right, so descent has just begun and we should be on the ground. This battery is low, so let's put in the spare battery. All right, here we go. So since we started, that was a full charge on the Quest wireless. And I just put in a battery pack. So it's always all right, I think, for flights under 2 hours. So we are going what, 2986 for the altimeter. Checklist. The checklist is stuck today. Can't do the approach checklist. It's the first time it's actually being stuck. Alright, so let's call it approach out. Oops. Alright, approach is gonna be ECAM status is checked, altimeters not yet because we're not below 180. Right, here we are at Pierre. Got traffic right about 6 nautical miles ahead and below me, 300 feet. They come and go, except I cannot see them, but they come and go. Traffic information, UPS 841 heavy leaving flight level 230 on the Jackie 2 arrival. Traffic information. Right, profile out, profile descent, arm blue. So let's set terrain radar. We can already see what's being drawn. We can see it. Right, looking for 2986. Right, 2986 set once, twice, and 3 times. Except that guy doesn't want to turn on his Alright. That'll work. Alright, at 18,000. Landing lights to on. Oh, this is where you put your GPWS slats and flap landing. Okay, it's good to know. Center tank feeding. All right. Somewhere over here there's an airport. We just don't know exactly, but the airport is somewhere around here. Next waypoint is Hino. Oh, that aircraft is flying really low. Must be VFR traffic. I think the airport is what we're seeing straight out. So from this point on, we can put landing scale and go to heading select. Yep. So pretty much we're just gonna go straight in. Yep, you go. Airport is 20 miles out. All right, let's go to heading select. All right. This is where it would be good to have a controller because and let's go to landing scale. We'll reduce speed to 190. There's the airport. Ontario traffic, UPS 841 heavy is inbound intercept the ILS 26 left Ontario traffic. we're gonna go visual. We had 130, we'll take 135. Ontario traffic, the UPS 841 heavy is the visual 26 left, Ontario. Trust. All right, landing checklist, slots and flaps is 30 and 40. Speed brake is armed. Auto brake low. Checklist completed. For 2000. Ontario traffic, UPS 841 heavy is on ILS 26 left, Ontario traffic. We're good on profile. I seem to see. Oh, I don't like that thrust. Okay. Yeah, I do not like that thrust management. It's just too much. On manual thrust, so
Approaching 26 left.
So what you're seeing here is the cargo terminal right to our left. PS cargo terminal. Come on. Oh boy. Why is it yawing? Why is it yawing? Yeah. Something about the directional. It's like 105. I'll take it for this aircraft. I will take it. So we exit via Sierra. Then we get the strobes to off, landing lights to off, and taxi. Those are the probe heats. Forgot to go to continuous relight, but brake spot, really? We didn't even touch it. Acknowledge master caution. All right. What was I saying? We'll get the flight directors to off. And these can go back to now. Reset the trim. Really hard to taxi like a yo-yo. Really hard to taxi like a yo-yo. Wow, it is 11 o'clock at night. taxi, but when you leave out of here, it will not be a long taxi. Question is, will I have somewhere to park? Because this looks full. This looks really full. Yep. I might have to disable these aircrafts because I have nowhere to go. Is that a parking? Maybe. Alright, yeah. We'll go by the jet blast area. Yep, we'll go by the jet blast area. Oh boy, this car is gonna be toast. Try to make it over there. Yeah, it's not gonna be a good parking job. Do not count on it. Alright. I don't think it's a good parking job. Alright, where's the dome light? Dome light. Beacon off. And then fuel pumps to off. Cool. Guess when fuel pumps off, that shuts off the yaw dampers. Ladies and gentlemen, the cargo has arrived. All right. That's it. We have arrived. Let's get the transponder to standby. Oh, I forgot my weather. All right, that is it. 1 hour and 40 minutes. And we arrived with how much fuel? 15.4. Not sure if they opened the loader or not. No loader. Anyway, this was it. Those that hung around back and forth, thanks for watching. We haven't opened the door yet, but look at the cargo action. Oh, this is cool, guys. How did I park actually? Yeah, we are way off. I was looking for putting the nose wheel right here, and I did not succeed. Anyway, I'll have to work on this AI traffic. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a good beginning of a week. Ciao.